One, two, three. We return to Cat, the witch, the apprentice. Tell how humid it is where I live because I have started putting the cover on top of my wet palette in the evening. And go ahead and give that a little hydration. Hydrate it up. Go. Yeah. So we get our text palette paper out. Yeah. And we use our manliest strength. Yay! That is now ready. I got a haircut. Okay. So good. So, need to get. Oh, I forgot to start one thing. Versus you. Like. Do a little sunsies. Do a little yeah. Yeah. She got much brighter once I started that out because I forget to start that sometimes. It gets a little hanky and janky. All right. So, what are we going to work on today? We are probably going to have to get our magnifying glass out again because I am feeling like working on the non-metallic metal bits, which involve the shield here, which needs to get darkened down a little bit because it's too bright on the top side, needs a shadow. That bit, the bit around the hat bit, the piping on the trim, dangly bits between the legs, and some cloud sky probably. And I can also start addressing that. Or the other thing we can do, and I may do as well, is have my cloud sky out on the palette. I'm going to clean up bits of the uh, froofy arm bits. Yay! Palette is good and ready. Cloud sky. Shake my paint up. Cloud sky, there you go. Oh, yay! It's mixed up and ready to rock and roll. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Da, 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 da. All right. So we shake up the paint. We shake up the paint. Got plenty of water in it. We get a little dab of black. We get a little dab of our golden 79. We get a little dab of our warm yellow and our sunray because I can't remember exactly which one I was using. Some of our sunray. Yay! And we'll need some of our cloud sky as well. So, here we go. I should probably lower my seat because I've been standing most of the day and don't know how well my back is pulled up right now. So, my goal was to try to futz and clean up some of the cloud sky bits around the central piece and some of the piping around different aspects. Need to probably do these things holding the shield on either in the brown leather or gold, and I have the belt buckle as well that I can work on in gold as well. Got her hat gem as well, gold. And then I can use the cloud sky and the sun ray to kind of start filling in some of the eyes. We'll see how well that screws up. So let me slide my anti-fatigue mat out of the way and bring my chair over. What do you mean, no, I can't have my chair? May I pretty please have my chair? Pretty please with the cherry on top? Huh? Pretty please with the cherry on top. Can I have my chair? Oh, yes, I love you too, sweetie. You are my pretty kitty. Okay. Okay, that's what we're doing today. So, ooh, brush. And the first thing we're going to start tackling, my way, so I have it nearby. First thing I want to do is I want to get some black and some of my gold 79. This is what starts to make my base coat. Okay. I'm definitely going to have tired eyes tonight. Tired eyes. Excuse me. You're okay? Hey, okay, sweet. Need to. All right. Just introducing those two shadows right there really helped quickly to improve it. I don't want to get underneath. Times help. Painting the shadows. That's what it started at. Thanks, Battle Ready. How are you doing tonight? Oh, Phil just That's good. Good. Revive night. Revive mode. Kind of like this. Oh, sweetie. Careful. Check this really quick. Hey, my brush. My brush. I will squirt you off of this desk. Good evening, Laden Roses. Ow. Double checking something really quick. Okay. Bye. Bye. A bit low. Is that better or worse? Oh, how's that? That's good. Yeah, it's good, yeah. Yeah, that's very good, Jules. How are you doing tonight, Layden? Battle Ready should be ready to stream here in a little bit because he's feeling better, I think. I am here. Oh, I take that. I'm doing really good. I can't complain. have a plan for what I'm going to do tomorrow, do the work thing for a little bit, finish base coding that works while I do the work thing because the work thing is watching a progress bar. And once my once my progress bars start, I can just kind of tune out. On how to do something and just kind of through a process. Clickety clickety. Start fry tip like a brisket tomorrow. I can have something to eat later on. Go through it. Definitely won't be the most exciting Saturday I have. One that I'll be glad when it's. You're okay. Okay. That's part of the problem is I keep moving away from the mic. Oh, did you go to the right mic? Okay. It is on the right mic. I just need to move it closer to my face. I just need to move it closer to my face. And now that it's closer to my face, it should be easier to be heard. Huzzah for the tippers. Huzzahs. So, Catra's decided that she will face. Try to give her all the attention earlier, and she just done it then. And yeah, we're gonna work on some old typing details. Hmm. Kitty is essentially being. And I got the synth wave going as well. And I guess I'm bad because I never went to watch the Critical Role finale. Finale. Or really, what I should do is just try to watch um, the catch-ups that they do. You're okay. Yeah, you're fine. I promise you're okay. Can you not take just a little bit of a chill pill, please? I know you seem to think you were chill all day, but you really weren't. Oh, calm down. She's here, then she's there. She's here, and then she's there. Trying to start. Yeah, Cato for sure. Trying to just get the piping to lighten up a little bit. I do look over at the camera or look at it not underneath magnifying. Yes, Cato is. He's in a mood. Been in a mood. Sat with her for quite a bit this evening. Um, did play a smidge before the stream started. She was just kind of like, okay, I'm kind of done. I'm like, okay, well, get ready for the stream. She's like, okay. Maybe I wasn't done yet. I just, it's just really hard to tell. And then, when she gets busy, I get busy. She gets busy. Now that I started doing this, I kind of want to keep focused on the task at hand because we all know how much I'm working with super thin. doing, nerd? Hmm? Oh, rinse out the brush side of the thing. Brown. Nice dark tone to smoother. Pick a section and stick to it. You're working on the piping or all right. We're starting to get the muscle. Mm. Bum, bum, ba-da-da, bum, bum. Bum, ba-da. Oh, poor yellow. I can. I'm up for chatting. I'm up for chatting. I did open Chrome just in case you were going to ask about it. Had it opened. Something. I am ready. I am going to go to stream together. There we go. There you go. Oh, there we are. Let me make sure I didn't screw with my settings. There's that. Why are you quiet? Oh, yeah. I have to turn the actual volume up on my desktop. Yeah. I hear you. I do hear you now. I do hear you now. And now we. I do. Yeah. Yeah. Well, obviously. Oh my god. I'm assuming you're gonna have a long story for both me and Layden Sunday. Uh huh. Yeah. Yep. The paints are taste. They're tasting exceptionally well. We're working with the golden range, so it's going to be very expensive tonight. Well, I'm working on the range. Anyway, decided to work on some non-metallic. It's a little steely. Uh, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one day because I have to turn up the desktop audio. Multi point out the music. Oh, it's collaborative streams. I had to turn it up. So, uh, that already is sharing the lovely story of our American systems that we have in place to ensure that we're not wasting money. And he to the embassy, ready to deliver a packet on a Tuesday, ready to deliver his paperwork. However, the man said, "You need an appointment." Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Be glad you're German, Malty. Be glad you're German. Oh, no, I was just. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh. All the. Mm-hmm. Yay! Been a long week of chasing down random bits. Yes. From one go around here to go around there to go there. At least everybody else. Yeah. Give me. What's that? Yeah. So I have had mixed results with that sometimes. Because I've used Army Painter's speed paint contrast. Some people argue better. Uh, Sometimes I've used that to try and help create my glaze on this. What is your fucking deal, cat? Well, she's been knocking stuff off the shelf, which to do. So I, kicked her out of the room for a little bit, and then she's like yelling at the edge of the door. So then I turn on the red dot thing to see if it calms her down. We'll see how well it lasts or how long it works. Been a little distant. Well, I tried to turn them off. I think it's kind of that. I tried to play with her. Window open, got all kinds of things like around for her to like mess with and play with, and it's just not. Yeah. Okay. So okay. I'd be up for it. If Layden's around, I'm in for next Saturday. I'd, um, because tomorrow I have to started doing it. Like I started looking at it, I'm like, kind of a good thing we shifted that to Sunday because it might not be as quick as I thought it was going to be. Hello, Moto. At least it was polite. Well, at least they were polite. uh, That's good. It's something I would often tell some of the young engineers is sometimes we get adrenaline. Uh-oh. What we get messing with, sometimes if we just take a couple of months, look back at it, go, if I just stopped a second, waited, like literally waited 2 seconds sometimes. Be surprised. Problems sometimes solves themselves. Or it's just, okay, we just need to go through a process. Yeah. So, yeah. Um, so, I mean, it's like, oh, hurry up and wait. It's like, okay, well, here we go. One of my previous partners, ex Air Force, he does a lot, often have reality 5 minutes over. Well, except the inlet. Yeah. Um, so, we were talking about that sometimes, and I'd be like, yeah, but she would, pointed out that sometimes in the military you would have to show up 15 minutes early just to be early. Wait. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I don't know if it's there. Some people have used simply. LA is totally awesome. Yeah. Yeah, you're not allowed to shift them, are you? Really? You just made a big deal about dating the color back in now monument. Yeah. I was like, okay. always so much fun. Uh, right. So Vallejo. Uh, oh, you're using. Mm-hmm. Well, Korax weight is always a challenge. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. To get it coming from the states. Back. Hmm. I gotcha. Mm-hmm. Smoke on the water. I mean, considering what it was, what was the phone number song? The longest time. The guy that wrote us. No, he wrote a song. There was a guy that wrote a song that was a phone number, and he was trying to reach out to a girl that he had lost contact with because he was on a lot of psychedelics. Couldn't remember anything, but any or Hmm. Hmm. I mean, uh, so because it was Link 182. Oh, I'm trying to think of the story. Yeah. It was a guy back in the day. It was Blink 182, and they were doing Adam's song at the time. And they were like, "Oh, I really can't wait to hear this come out live and play it live." And he goes, "We're gonna." They go, "Why?" The guy that was playing the guitar is some old session musician dude that just laid down, and we don't have the skill to play it. That's kind of how Bob Dylan, the relatively Bob Dylan, it's kind of in the same vein when he was doing like the folk music or whatever. Just, oh, you gotta play folk music. You can't play this rock and roll. Seriously, isn't the best. Apparently, the complete unknown. It was a book that he had a hand in help. I think it's someone like it was an all right. It wasn't the best. Like it, I saw it because I had a choice. Well, it's nothing spectacular than trying to go to the movie theater. Sometimes can be a little bit more laborious. Yeah, and then I'm very much the only place around the closest one to me, grill, which is one of those that you sit down and you eat at. And it sounds great in theory, but there were a couple of times I was with a partner go in there. This is like some of the world's worst service. And it's not even that. Never ate there because it was like a really nice thing to go and do 2 for 28 or 2 for 25 dinner because we would go on Tuesday nights. The reason why we went on Tuesday nights was it was $5 Tuesdays. So the movie theater is relatively supposed to be $5 for that night for the movie tickets. And you're like, oh, okay, that's not bad. It's a discount. It's not the best discount in the world, but yeah, it's all right. Um, and then it's something. And then you could go. Because I mean, the other part of it is you'd be like, oh, it's $5 for this movie. Yeah, I don't really care. Let's go see it. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, you have to go see this like super impressive movie, and it's going to be $15, and you have to be in like a movie theater. $5 for two. It was $5 a piece, and you could have like a simple dinner there. So you get like a 6:30 movie or 7 o'clock movie, have dinner together, eat. Kind of nice. Came with an appetizer, split a dessert because they used to do beignets, but they changed the recipe and the beignets weren't as good because they started in Nutella into them. It's just it's a thing. Um, but the fun part of it was that you could, uh, well, I mean, the benefit of it is that you could have, quite honestly, you could see like very high AAA movie and like 2 weeks later and be like $5. Um, and you could, have a nice date and a relatively. You could do something together. Yeah, but I mean, it was something that we could do together. It was simple. It was easy, and it didn't take our time together. And it was just, it was nice. We go there, and like service just was slow and not quite there. You okay? Oh no. um, but yeah, so we would get like, all right, I can't pay for this. I'll still go see the movie with you, but we can't pay for this. I'm not paying for this because then they started baking in tips automatically, and you waste. I'm not. It's like even to get a water, they're like, I'm not paying you guys for a water. I'm sorry. Partner at the time wasn't really that big into purses. I'm pretty sure we could fit an entire Happy Meal in a purse if we really wanted to. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. uh, good. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, that's always so. I mean, with Layton, I got her with Boots with Fur. I was in Grumpy's stream one night, one day while I was working, and uh, I was um, uh, and I said the same thing, and he immediately starts singing it too, and it's like I now have a goal in life, and is to just randomly insert song lyrics to everybody and see how that goes. Because yeah, it's some of it's just goofy stuff, and then some of it's something that helps brighten up. So this is my mission. This oh, working around. Plan for tomorrow when I'm project upgrade. Work on basing. Unfortunately, how it's going to it'll become rhythmatic after a while. It's just it has to be rhythmed. You got to get into the rhythm first. Not when you need to be prepared to do. So. Well, I'm doing it because word end of support's gotten used. They kind of cling. As long as you can give me a contract number, I don't give a shit. If we don't have a contract number, guess what? We're gonna need to, find a way to get this upgraded. Logo name thingy. Oh, Layden, if you check out my YouTube channel, you'll see the splash art that I have. Collaboration. I saved that. Brilliant in a nice, goofy way. I mean, we're all just perpendicular our way through it all. Uh-oh. Be okay, Layden? She may be funnier than you. Group name. I don't know. I don't know. The brilliant people tend to be wiser about their jokes and don't randomly go, "Oh, is that one sniffing piss?" I know. Oh, I know. That's why it's so funny sometimes. I do not often bring it up. It's just right now it is a fair game. I don't always bring it up. Uh, Mm-hmm. Hey. Hey. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah. Think you what? Yeah. I mean, that's usually what happens. Could be. Oh, 1 second. Thank you for the follow, Death by Fugu. Welcome in. I am working on Cat the Witch from Big Child Creatives, futzing with some non-metallic metal looking stuff for gold piping and trims. I'm doing my best to stay in frame. But thank you. Stay in frame. I am streaming with Battle Ready Miniatures. We're just goofing off and having a fun after what's been one one hell of a week. Yeah, stay in frame. Stay in frame. I think someone was saying said something. I'm like, I hope you get a handle on it. They just did like a bunch of dad jokes. They're going through talking about handles and handles and handles of the painting on the Death Guard. I'm like, I hope they stay out. I hope you got a handle on it. He's like, oh fuck you. I'm like, look, you opened it up for the pun. I'm gonna pop in on it. You don't pass up a pun. Or we could just ask, where's the frame? I like it too. Freaking hair. I did get a haircut today. Oh yeah. Went and got a haircut and sitting there talking. Old guy in the chair next. So barber. It's a more traditional barber shop than you would know the barber shop. You've been in 100 of them probably, Battle. Um, so, well, not recently. Uh, but we're in their chair and we were talking about. And someone was talking about movies and music, and I guess he was complaining about the fact that they were playing like pop country. Care. It's some people refer to modern country as pop country music. I mean, it's technically more pop. Um, been that way since it's been that way since the mid '90s. Or you have that one moment you go, "Oh shit! I just stabbed my 300 my $60 brush on the side of the thing," and you start freaking out internally. I haven't done that at all on this stream. Okay, where are we looking at right there? So if I look straight on, I'm thinking I need to get her this these bits squared up right there, and I think it looks pretty good. I still got to do the. She may have turned her former master or the one teaching her into. We're just gonna say relationship. Like what? Is that mine? Hold on. Not showing blocked on mine. Hi. Hello. What is up right now? Enjoy. Please mute your microphone. Hi. Hello. What's up? Huh? Huh? How are you, sweetie? How are you? You are standing behind me looking for something. Oh, you're okay. Why are you trying to bite me? What is your deal? Huh? You don't like the fact that that one flips around so much? Uh, I do have a new video of her and this new laser cat toy that I acquired for her. It will come up on a BRB stream if I. Yeah. So stay in frame group, Layden. That works for me. Is there a way we can make PIS work? I wonder. I wonder. I wonder. I'll need to wonder that. Welcome back. Neither do I. Um, I know one acronym. uh, FAFO. Yeah. Floof about and floof around. Oh, floof about and find out. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I remember watching a special, a comedy special, and it was old Eddie Murphy '80s commercial. Eddie Murphy. So it was Eddie Murphy back in the days when what we didn't know jack about. So he's being like overly cautious, and everybody's making like the jokes about it. It's like, oh yeah, I had that one gay friend, and I don't know if I caught AIDS from them, kind of deal. So we're watching it, and me, my partner, and mutual friends we have, we're watching it together. I look over at him, he looks over at me, and they're just kind of like sitting there silent, and we're all just kind of staring at each other, going, "Yeah, we kind of got to turn this off. It did not age well. It did not age well at all. It just, it's not one of those things to watch after you're watching kind of deal, because it's just not out there. It's just you look back at how life is today. Think back to like all the, and you're like, yeah, we were really stupid, and we don't need to be reminded of how stupid we truly. We have enough reminders. We don't need this one right now. So we ended up having to turn it off. Uh, Unfriendly. You think about it now, and probably one of the larger under term that was black. What? What word? Because I was referring to his gay jokes about, and it was always room. Yeah, the whole bit about it. Like we literally had to we literally had to turn violence at an age well. Not like George Carlin's the 7 things you can't say on TV or the 7 words you can't say on TV or a lot of who's that guy? Why can't I think the director's name of Spaceballs and History of the World? The director of all of that, because he always had himself. Yeah, in each of the movies, he was always in there. Mel Brooks. That's it. Yep. Like you go back and you rewatch Blazing Saddles and it holds up. You go back and you rewatch Spaceballs and it holds up. You go back and you rewatch History of the World Part 1, it holds up. It's still funny no matter what, and you don't get like awkward with it. You just kind of you roll with the punches and you laugh at most of the jokes. You don't laugh at all of them. Not a big deal. You don't feel all that uncomfortable. But like some of those old stand up specials, you watch them and you're like, like I don't know about that. You think back to the times you're like, oh shit. Um, for the most part, I think it still does. I know a lot of people on the internet still like to quote it. It was it was one of the more racier pieces he sure, but I mean it's still very much a functional piece. He no, he didn't have any part in that. It was Gene Hackman that did. Gene Wilder. That's what it was. Gene Wilder had his say how he wanted that comedy to go. Because I remember when Timothy Charlemagne, Charlotte Chameleon, whatever his name, um, was being forecasted for the new Wonka role, and somebody posted and said, "No, look, I've got completely unhinged Gene Wilder and like unremorseful killing bad kids. I have whatever the fuck Johnny Depp was. What's Timothy Charlemagne going to bring to this?" I could not tell you. I have no idea. But I mean, he went on like a unhinged spiel during it, and like everybody's like, Lee Wonka is the craziest son of a gun you will ever run across. So I just I laugh. Like I just didn't really see Stan Frank. Stan Frank. Oh yeah, young Frankenstein. So uh, Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Um, I forgot to do the gem piece on the hat. I got. I mean, that's always the fun part. I mean, you've heard me say it on stream. Stop. Let the paint dry, dumbass. That So the other problem that I've got, one of my other problems I'm struggling with, how do I bring in contrast really bit on the inside? It's holding up the socks and holding up the sheer socks and oh no, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, possibly. But that one's not jumping out at me. That would be Freddy Krueger. I mean, I remember growing up and that movie coming out for my generation, and it just, I never cared for it. But I mean, a lot of people I know did, and I'm just like, not that great of a movie. But people are like, oh, it's amazing. I'm like, is it? Is it? I don't think it really is. I don't think you're. I think you're misplacing the hype and misunderstanding what it is at the time. Like, uh, not my cup. Oh, there. You want to get Layden to pay attention to chat really quick? I know how to do it. I know how to do it. Watch this. Watch this. If she's still about. Let's talk about a serial killer podcast. Yes. Because everyone is fascinated with that. Um, we were talking about back in the day when the partner we were gonna watch Only Murders in the Building, which is a fantastic or no. Um we were, well, I was talking about ways to get you to pay attention and engage in chat, and we could talk about serial killers as a joke. As a joke, I don't know if serial killers or not, but the whole premise behind Only Murderers in the Building is that the group gets together because of a murder podcast that they so they're like playing along with the podcast and they're like trying to solve the case, but they all got kicked out of the building at the time because someone committed a murder in the building. And they made the joke, you know what would be great if we made a podcast ourselves? And there's a comic out there by Shen Comics. He was doing a web comic. He had joked, he's like, how do you talk to women? He's like, I like Sailor Moon. Ooh, ooh. He's like, that doesn't do anything. I like serial killers, and it's like just a bunch of text coming back from the person. Yeah, as a joke. Because I mean, some people really like some podcasts. I mean, if you look at how long Criminal Minds ran, everybody loved that show. Yeah. Yeah. Um, but I mean, that was like part of the joke. And then when they made the podcast, they made it around murders in their building in New York City. It was, it was an interesting show because you had like the different generational differences of Steve Martin, Martin Short, Selena Gomez, and at one point someone goes, and at some point they introduced a Gen Z character, and the millennial being, Selena Gomez, literally goes, I have no idea how to talk to you. Guys, can you please come back out here? I'm scared for my own self. I will give you $200. Yeah, so there are some highlights to it. Me and that previous partner were out having dinner with friends one night, and we're talking about TV shows, things we're watching, and all that stuff. We were talking about the Orville at the time. Did you drop it again? Drop. Uh, but we were talking. He's like, "Oh, yeah, don't drop the soap." Um, but we were, chatting and talking. And he goes, "Oh, have you watched Only Murders in the Building?" I said, "I'm kind of burned out on TV right now." He starts going on and on, talking about all the stuff that I just ran through. And the last thing he ends on goes, "It's also a 30-minute show." I said, "Next time, lead with that. Lead with that first." He's like, "Really?" I said, "I am so burned out on some of these shows right now. Like, it's not even funny." Because you get um, some episodes that are just so long, or sometimes they ignore like the 45-minute rule and they extend it out like chunks of the Orville. It just got so bad. Like some of the episodes of New Horizons are, don't get me wrong, they're amazing shows and episodes. It's just they're too fucking long sometimes. They are. Orville, um, I really liked the Orville when it was on Fox because it held to the 45-minute rule, and they they made the spoof for the sake of the spoof. You're making a Star Trek show spoof. You have to follow that format. You know what I mean? You get like the one or two episodes it's like supposed to be like the main theme through the season, where you just kind of get them herping through for however long that season is, and then like the last three episodes like tied together. You know what I mean? So you got like the monsters of the week kind of deal going on. No, it was really good and it was really fun. You focus on like one character at a time, or like two or three characters at a time in those shows, and everybody's happy. Um, when it went to New Horizons on Hulu, when they bought up the rights to the Orville, you had episodes that were an hour and a half or longer, and it's just like you don't need this shit right now. So, yeah, but I think Invincible. I was gonna say I think Invincible's back on shit on well right now. The comic. Mhm. Oh, I mean it is the special forces. Yeah. Um. So was oh you asked about Invincible. You didn't know that. Amazon Prime recreated a. Uh, they took one of the IDW comics called Invincible, which was written by a guy that may or may not have done um, The Walking Dead. But it's like, oh, you're not missing much on that. Zombies are boring. I said it, Layden. Zombies are boring. Come fight me. Um, so the uh, the premise is that he wanted to do um, he wanted to do a superhero book. She's ready to fight. Um, so he wanted to do a superhero book. So he did one, and he created a monster omnibus of a story, and it's really good. It's very much an adult comic, but it's not like a horror comic, and it's really good. It's got oh, the guy that played the most recent version of Jameson and Spider Man. Oh, trust me, you're not alone on that one. Uh, what is his name? JJ. No. Yeah. You would know his voice if you heard it. Oh, come on. Stand frame. Uh, but he was one of the main voice actors in it, and then it took off because it was very much like a teenage coming to age story and trying to figure out what he wanted to do. Or it was it's probably one of the more interesting animated shows I've watched in a long time. Just because of how they wrote the story of everything. Like all of it. Like it's a really good series. So if you're ever really bored and you wanted to watch something before, but the but I mean it's a lot of fun. So I think that's coming back. I've seen the trailers for it. I haven't. So there might be a weekend binge just because I don't want. I just hate things that get released every week. But that show has really well done. Like we watched the first couple. Me and my previous partner watched the first couple of episodes. Holy shit! The whole Adam Eve and the storyline with it is really good. All of the mistakes and like the growth of the characters is really good. Kind of deal. So like it's not one of those that just kind of stays stale. Like what you're talking about. Like the one of the reasons why everybody liked Breaking Bad was the character was changing slowly over seasons. Yes, you should. Answer is yeah. I've been painting on her magnifying glass all night, and tomorrow night I thought, oh, maybe if I'm feeling really energetic with Kat some more, I'll keep working on her. I'm like, after working under this magnifying glass for all this dumb little filigree, I'm like, now we're probably gonna switch back to our little cutie dragon for it tomorrow, just so I can have like a fun way to shut the brain off of my week. This week was hell. Next week is not going to be better. Monday's like the hyper. I just, it's a problem. Well, kind of, kind of. More of a got a more owner's rep on a build contract, so interesting to deal with. Everybody's like, oh well, it just we don't want to ruin the relationship. Let's all play nice and be professional. Yeah, still wrong, but okay. That's you. Yeah, it's stream elements. I was doing that and then realized I had to go live. I was like, oh shit. What? Really? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh, gotcha. Mm-hmm. You have a multiple. Do you need to highlight it up a little bit more or lighten the color up a smidge? What I'm thinking. Mm-hmm. Which is. Oh, you said sand. I was just making sure I knew which technique. I mean, like my wet palette here that goes from black to a highlight yellow, and I've painted over Lord knows how much of this, um, just to get to the shield and the hat piece, which I'll be honest with you, um, color purple for me has always been. Every time that I've painted it, I have always hated it or just did not enjoy what I. And I always knew what it would turn out like every time. Every time. And I'm just like, it would turn out not purple, it would the wrong colors, or it just looked bad. Actually, I can find one of them. Ah, second. Hello. What you doing, sweetie? Oh, really? Well, tell me. Tell me. What happened? What? What? Huh? What? This is still my shelf. Not knock things off my shelf, right? It's very complicated. I may win this battle. You were close. I remember pulling you out when I was. Oh. Oh. So I painted this cloak. Oh, okay. When when did you get back? No, you're fine. I drink water. Mm-hmm. Oh, amazing. Oh, now that you're back. Early on, I did that as a purple cloak. And you can see how rough it looks and not unblended it is. Oh. And then I did a black. What is your deal? Very noisy right now. And then I was painting this guy up at one point, and I was able to get a lot of that purple. But I mean, it's taking me so many iterations to try to get that purple or that blue just right with some things. It's like, yeah. But then, you look at that guy, and it's like kind of how you wanted it to go, almost. So, yeah, purple's always been a because that's yeah. The, you sit there and you struggle with trying to make it highlight it up, but you can't. Highlighting purple tends to be one of the harder ones to highlight because you don't want it to be inky. So it gets hard to add white and yellows to it because it doesn't seem to help all that much sometimes. Oh, excuse me. What is your deal? What? I don't know that one off the top of my head. I remember that song, but I can't think of the artist's name. Mm-hmm. Two purple's not bad. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Okay. Don't run away from me. I'm not going to pet you. I thought you wanted pettings, but you don't. You just ran away from me. Make up your mind, please. She's in a mood. No. You, you can hear her. That's how loud. Just twice as loud as. Well, So the thing is that I think something's outside. She's trying to get my attention for it. What's up? What's up? Something you. Oh. Oh, trust me. I know I'm not getting late if I go to a party on Saturday. Oh, I still gotta organize that damn shelf. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Um. So. Yeah. Um. So I had when I pulled the orcs up, I had to go through some boxes where I had paints, and I was like, you know what I should really do? I should get rid of keeping my paints grouped by what miniature they're being used in right now, and just back up on the shelf one. Because I have notes now about what I was using. I had to go pull the notes out, look at the notes, down. But at the same time, I'm like sitting there going through a handful of boxes trying to pull back out others that I was using and remembering where I had them last. Keep your little boxes for are you happy with it? I let it dry. Yeah, because if you're using something with a lot of white in it, see it's come up a little. Mm-hmm. Don't. Uh, do you remember 1978? Was it 1978 that had a red clown in it? That was a TV entertainment. The book. Book. Damn it, I gotta remember. Oh, it still bothers me. I don't know where that is. Mm-hmm. But ended up in the military. Um, so it was. I remember the American Lit. Layden Rose. You went to high school around the same time I was. Um, did you have an American literature book that had a clown that was the entertainment of TV, and was it an excerpt from 1978 or 1890, whatever that book was called? Supposed to be Warning of the Apocalypse. It turned out to be the playbook. Okay. Son of a... Go! It's going to drive me crazy. I mean, there was Bozo, and then there was Homie Don't. Never mind. Never mind. I don't... Let's pretend we didn't say anything. Pretend we didn't say anything. Just ignore that. Just... I don't... Uh, Look, that already graduated in 78. I graduated. All right. Yeah, I tried to give you a year. He was 77. I was 2000, and you were 2014. At this rate, we're going to need someone 20 years younger to join to be the fourth. We're rocking that frame-ish kind of deal right there. All right. Just as a trajectory line. Sweetie, I could give you the fourth. Oh, you're okay. Promise you're okay, sweet. I'm not, but that's just the existential crisis. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I am starting to find the end of myself because I can't tell if that's good internet anymore. I feel like I've got contrast. I'm just missing something right now. Oh, but I need to rinse out my brush and move this. Magnifying glass, too much more. The wrong screw, dumbass. That's the... No, I like that. I like that because if you do just a little bit more of your darker and get it into your recesses, it just kind of come up on the sides a little bit. Like, hey, hold on. Someone's decided that my desk is going to be where they get squirted. Yep. So thin it down just like one more step, just a little bit more, and use that to kind of like thin out just a smidge more, and you should be good. Um, yeah, it's one of those that takes a few. Yeah, because that's what a lot of what I had to do on that Belmonth model. is glaze the ever living piss out of that, and that's what I've been doing a lot on her is glazing over like thin layers constantly, and then the sheer leggings same way, and then like all the non-metallic metal. I mean, that's all I was doing is glazing and glazing and glazing and glazing and glazing and glazing, just doing dots of white here and there. Because I got to do one little red piece, get my red squared away. I need to do the shoes too, but it's 9:07 and I'm gonna get probably start winding down a little bit because I will. I look forward to seeing you both on Sunday, and then we can. You know, back. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because so Sunday I planned on returning to Manico. Um, but the no, the geisha girl. And I was gonna do nothing. Yeah, I know. That's how my brain went dead. Yeah, I look forward to seeing what she comes up with. Stay in frame. All of us with the miniature just a little bit out of frame. Just everybody's just like over. Um, there was oh no. Uh, mhm. It'll dry fine. Uh, um, I had something and I just lost it. It was I can't. But stay in frame or he said, "Oh no, Mister Bill," but it was like the oh yeah. I showed a YouTube video to a guy at work one day, and the name of the video. So have you ever seen like Calbot animations? He was really um he was really well known for doing stuff that like he would do like Elden Ring and Diablo videos, and it was just like spoof of how the games get played. Um, I never realized, but apparently there's a subculture on how he named his YouTube videos. So when you would go to share it, it would be like super awesome video of something something something. It was like one of those work videos, or it's one of those videos like, "Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna talk about we're gonna try." Like it's the most like it's just one of those videos you watch and you know exactly the video he's talking about kind of deal. And it was hilarious to look at it. And the guy I sent it to goes, "I'm not clicking that link." I said, "So I didn't realize there was a secondary story to most of his things because he had that hidden in there." I was like, "Oh, okay." But yeah, but I think that's gonna do it for us tonight. I look forward to seeing what you come up with, Layden. Um, if if you need, Battle Ready has my Discord. I have it there, and you should see it. If I'm not putting any pressure on you, this is pressure-free zone. As an easy way to distribute, if you so desired, you could add me there. I don't know. Or you can just send it to Battle Ready, send it to me. However you want to do it. However you want to do it. Oh, it will be ready. I know that determination. I know that determination. It'll be ready in the next 20 minutes, I bet. Yeah. Uh, uh, I I'll need to set that up on Sunday and get because I have not set anything set up. Because I can just copy my live and call it collab live stream. So, we'll figure it out. Figure that one out. Because mine, if you look at mine, because I'm using yours right now, and it just has that 4, and it's not really working out all that great. I mean, I'll have to try to figure out. Your virtual cams anymore. Doesn't work. Because that's the actual combined stream right there. The 4 virtual cameras, which is not the right thing. Because that's not how you guys are doing. You guys are doing your browser for the other one. Uh-oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's that's a thing. Hold on. I did. I did. I added you. I did. Sending first draft. I lost one too today. I thought I came in at under 47. Um, you upload to your channel. Well, 10 minutes. I dropped it in work in progress. Yeah, whip. I mean, you could be a poker chip if she felt so inclined to change it. But yes, you're the sword. Battle ready. Yeah, yeah. I mean, did you see the freehand that I put on the Manico model? Scroll up and look at that photo in work in progress on the right hand side, where I put just the four little flowers. And I'm literally like trying not to like shake, and I'm like holding my breath on the right picture. Just that little bit added so much. Yeah, yeah. So that's what I'm gonna work on Sunday is work all the way down that side of that kimono and just add more flowers and like leaves and then actually put colors in it. Yeah. Holy cow, you are super zoomy. Um, yeah. So, alrighty. I might. I'm probably gonna poke in on 6:30 ish and do my normal stream and probably work on this little cutie and just kind of depending on how my day goes, I might futz around with getting the stream layout because I'm assuming Layden's doing it through the. You're just doing a browser source for everybody, Layden, with like the quad stream. Yeah. Okay. So I will probably do something similar and just do the same thing because I've got yours all. We just have a Saturday night, a Sunday night stay in frame. That's the goal. Stay in frame on Sunday nights. So yeah, it'll be Saturday night stay in frames. Yeah. Holy cow! If I had my mm-hmm. So it could always just or it cycles into that be that logo. I will see you all on Sunday as well. Be safe, stay warm, and enjoy. Have a happy.